My name is Daniel Song. I'm 32 years old and I live in Orange County, California. Southern California really definitely is the mecca for sort of the tuning industry and aftermarket modification. I first got into tuning cars probably about 15 years ago, and ever since then I was kind of hooked. It's just started with little mods here, little bolt-on stuff here, and then it's kind of like an addiction. You start doing more and more and more. It captivates you. Again, I'm a big car guy and I'm a big designer. And so right away, it has a striking characteristics. I haven't seen a car for the tuner segment that really captivated my eyes. And it's been a while since I've seen a car like that. And I remember that same day, I remember seeing the first one. It just passed me by on the road. And obviously the first thing I thought was, it's small, you know, it's a lot smaller than I envisioned it. I mean, it's really aggressive. It really provides the perfect canvas to start building a car with. I mean, I know there are people that will joke around that it's like the poor man's LFA, but I'm like, dude, call it whatever you want. It's still dope. So when Scion first, released the news that they were doing a tuner challenge, and I found out that it was really the FRS, the gears started kind of running and thinking like, what would I do? You know, what would I do if I could build sort of my dream FRS? And the first thing that came to my mind really was like the GT300 test cars, you know, these sort of unmarked, simple, plain, but aggressive looking cars, and really fusing that all together into this FRS project. I want it to look evil. I want it to look sinister. I mean, if you were to imagine opening your track bay door and you can just see this car just sitting there waiting to be started up, they just need to sit back and just go, wow, that thing just looks evil. So tonight, it's about 1 in the morning right now. We're working on a few things tonight. We kind of gutted out the car. Kind of started from the inside out. We sent it off to Garage Life. They went ahead and put in a full roll cage. We put in some Sparco seats right now. We got all the interior sort of buttoned down. And then we have a few other Sparco accessories, including the harnesses that are about to go in. We had to run air suspension, most likely for the logistics of transportation in and out of shows and the delivery vehicles. We just mounted and installed some of the tires right now. We're running with some Toyo race tires on the car right now. And then we have a brand new set of Brembo brakes that we just picked up last week that are about to go into the car. The car got sent off to APR about 2 weeks ago, and they were able to fabricate this sort of really awesome one-off wing for us. I want to remain pure and not adulterate the concept that we have in mind. So I'm going to take a huge risk here, but we're not going to be doing an audio setup. But I hope that the judges will see the fact that we truly remain pure to our original idea and concept. And for that, hopefully, you know, we'll get rewarded for that. It's a race car. I mean, that's obviously what we're trying to shoot for. And believe it or not, our performance category of this car is still a big question mark. Like I said, we have about 3.5 weeks left, and we're kind of freaking out at this point. We still have that one big missing factor. To kind of build a race car without the performance section really being addressed right now is kind of scary. Hopefully we'll have something in the car before SEMA, otherwise I don't know what we're gonna do. 3 months to build a car. I mean, that scares me. I mean, time management. They said, look, as much as you'd like to believe that that's a lot of time, time goes a lot quicker than you think. You got to make sure everything kind of works in tandem, because if one part of that process really hiccups or stalls, then it really affects the rest of that. I anticipate the fact that I'm gonna have a lot of sleepless nights. But one thing that's really great is I have teamed up with a lot of great people with a lot of experience, and I'm sure their advice and their suggestions will go a long way. It's about getting creative, finding out what's the priorities, what are our needs versus what are our wants, and still being able to execute an idea that ultimately the fans are gonna be happy with. I mean, it is a competition, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Anybody who knows me, I'm really competitive. I'm not gonna put in all this time, energy, and money into a project that isn't deemed well enough to be in the first place sort of category. So there's a lot of pressure on my back right now to make sure, you know, we keep the Tuner Challenge trophy winner here. At the end of the day, of course, it's in the hands of the judges, and we hope the judges will see all the work that's kind of going into this car. But this is what I'll say right now. If this was a People's Choice Award, I already know who the winner would be. It's this car right here. Whether you guys are ready or not, you'll see us at SEMA. Unless your car is dipped in 24 karat gold, I do not see how you're gonna beat this car. That's all I'm gonna say.